The most powerful wisdom in history, packed into one video. Don't miss it. Do not dwell in the past. Do not dream of the future. Concentrate the mind on the present moment. Buddha. Live as if you were to die tomorrow. Learn as if you were to live forever. Mahatma Gandhi. Life is what happens when you're busy making other plans. John Lennon. The purpose of our lives is to be happy. Dalai Lama. Happiness depends upon ourselves. Aristotle. Happiness is not something ready-made. It comes from your own actions. Dalai Lama. Enjoy the little things, for one day you may look back and realize they were the big things. Robert Brault. Sometimes you will never know the value of a moment until it becomes a memory. Dr. Seuss. Don't cry because it's over. Smile because it happened. Dr. Seuss. Life isn't about finding yourself. Life is about creating yourself. George Bernard Shaw. You must be the change you wish to see in the world. Mahatma Gandhi. Act as if what you do makes a difference. It does. William James. Be yourself. Everyone else is already taken. Oscar Wilde. To love oneself is the beginning of a lifelong romance. Oscar Wilde. Your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life. Steve Jobs. If you want to live a happy life, tie it to a goal, not to people or things. Albert Einstein. The best way to predict your future is to create it. Peter Drucker. Do what you can with what you have, where you are. Theodore Roosevelt. The only impossible journey is the one you never begin. Tony Robbins. A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Lao Tzu. Don't count the days, make the days count. Muhammad Ali. Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. Winston Churchill. Failure is simply the opportunity to begin again, this time more intelligently. Henry Ford. Mistakes are proof that you are trying. Unknown. Turn your wounds into wisdom. Oprah Winfrey. The unexamined life is not worth living. Socrates. The more you know yourself, the more clarity there is. Self-knowledge has no end. Jiddu Krishnamurti. He who has a why to live can bear almost any how. Friedrich Nietzsche. When we are no longer able to change a situation, we are challenged to change ourselves. Viktor Frankl. Life becomes easier when you learn to accept the apology you never got. Robert Brault. Don't be pushed around by the fears in your mind. Be led by the dreams in your heart. Roy T. Bennett. The only limit to our realization of tomorrow is our doubts of today. Franklin D. Roosevelt. We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, then, is not an act, but a habit. Aristotle. Strive not to be a success, but rather to be of value. Albert Einstein. It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. Epictetus. Life is 10% what happens to us, and 90% how we react to it. Charles R. Swindoll. We cannot change the cards we are dealt, just how we play the hand. Randy Pausch. What lies behind us and what lies before us are tiny matters compared to what lies within us. Ralph Waldo Emerson. Do not go where the path may lead. Go instead where there is no path, and leave a trail. Ralph Waldo Emerson. Everything you can imagine is real. Pablo Picasso. All that we see or seem is but a dream within a dream. Edgar Allan Poe. There is no greater agony than bearing an untold story inside you. Maya Angelou. Nothing ever goes away until it has taught us what we need to know. Pema Chodron. Your greatest risk is in standing still. Eric Thomas. When life gives you lemons, make lemonade. Elbert Hubbard. To handle yourself, use your head. To handle others, use your heart. Eleanor Roosevelt. No one can make you feel inferior without your consent. Eleanor Roosevelt. Do what you feel in your heart to be right, for you'll be criticized anyway. Eleanor Roosevelt.